Hello again from Metro Manila, the Philippines, Southeastern Asia. Zachary Taylor was the second US president to die in office of apparent natural causes. He had been born in November 1784 and he succumbed to a combination of fever and digestive ailment or ailments on July the 9th, 1850. Aged 65. So by that time standards, he was already an old man. Besides the daguerreotype or primitive photograph taken of him, basically profile view of him, similar to this one, in 1849 showed that he was clearly an aged man. He had had, according to Dr. Zebra and apparently American medical doctor, 2 or actually 3 bouts of malaria since 1810. The fact that he chewed tobacco, of course, did not improve his health, and he was a heavyset figure, although not grossly overweight, but he still was. Anyway, on July the 4th, 1850, the US Independence Day, he listened to various speeches. He apparently gave his own speech as well. By the time he finally returned to the White House, he was hungry and thirsty. According to the traditional account, he ate many cherries and possibly cheese, and then drank milk and water or something like that. He soon developed stomach cramps. The doctors tried to help him, but already by July the 8th, he fatalistically said that he would not be surprised if his illness would result in his death. And he regretted the fact that although he had tried to fulfill his presidential duties as best he could, his motives had been misconstrued and he had had various problems. One major problem, of course, was the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850, whereby the slaves who had escaped should be caught and then should be punished as well, and their catchers should be rewarded. Given the fact that slavery had become not just a sectional or regional issue but also a national one, with numerous slave states and free states, this was unlikely to go away anytime soon, and indeed it would eventually be the main cause, although by no means the only cause, of the US Civil War from 1861 to 1865. So, since he had a history of one serious illness, since he chewed tobacco, and since he was overweight and by that time standards already aged at 65, he most likely died of natural causes, that digestive ailment and fever, exacerbated by the already poor overall state of health that he had. Of course, there have been conspiracy theorists who reasoned that he was poisoned, and indeed in a surviving lock or strand of his hair, a high concentration of arsenic was found. Then again, arsenic seems to have been an ingredient of the wallpapers, or of many wallpapers of that time. And given President Taylor's advanced age and poor overall state of health, it was not at all inconceivable that he died of natural causes, although technically and theoretically there is some possibility that someone could have hastened his death by subtly poisoning him.